when I was growing up, I was a very big fan of Casper, and over the years, I've kind of watched bits of Casper films and TV shows here and there. And it occurred to me when I found it on Amazon Prime that I'd never seen Casper's Scare School, the 2006 film directed by Mark Gravas, and I decided, well, I might as well give it a watch and see what it's like. To be honest, I found it to be okay, but not amazing. There are some films that will appeal to children and adults alike. This one I feel definitely would appeal more to the younger audience. It's got 4.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which I think is a little harsh. I probably would have been more likely to give it a 5.5 if I were to give a number rating out of 10. Basically, Casper is too friendly, and if he doesn't learn to be a scary ghost, he's going to get banished, he's going to get sent away, nobody's going to be allowed to talk to him. So he gets sent away to Scare School. And while he's at Scare School, he's supposed to learn about how to be scary. Will Casper become the scary ghost, or will he retain the essence that makes him who he is? Obviously, I'm not going to say. But I quite enjoyed the concept, because I didn't really know what was going to happen. Could Casper possibly become scary, or how was he going to get out of this situation? He's either going to have to change, or he's going to have to find a way to not be banished. I genuinely didn't know which direction this was going to take, so I was kind of curious to see how it developed. The narrative, I thought, was interesting enough to hold my attention, but it wasn't anything phenomenal. I also didn't think it was particularly funny. It's cute, though. What I did like was the fact that the Scare School has all different kinds of creatures. There's the mummy, zombie, Day of the Dead, sugar skull things. I like the fact that all of the characters looked awesome. The animation for this is great, except for the fact that Casper has feet. I think he might have feet in other cartoons, but the Casper when I was growing up did not have feet. He had a long, thin, I want to say tail, but that's not really the right word. But you know what I mean. So the whole feet thing didn't really work for me. It made him feel less like a ghost. But generally, I really like the animation style. We have a pretty good voice cast as well. We have Dan Castellaneta as Stretch, which is pretty awesome. Jim Belushi, Bob Saget voices Dash. So the voice cast, Nika Futterman as Monaco, more recently known, of course, as Cuckoo Loca, the voice of Cuckoo Loca. So the voice cast there we have is absolutely brilliant, and very strong vocal performances. I thought the vocal performances were on top form. Same with the animation. The narrative development worked very well. So generally speaking, there's nothing about Casper's Scare School that I didn't think worked. However, I just feel like it's lacking that special something that would make it brilliant, or even great. I don't think it's a great film, but I'd say it's a good film. The animation quality is good, well edited, the narrative concept is interesting, the execution is pretty decent. The pacing is fine. It's not completely predictable, which is always refreshing for a film that's rated universal. Voice acting, obviously, very good. Would I recommend it? Yes, if you're a fan of Casper. If you're already a fan of Casper, either a current fan or from nostalgia from your childhood, give it a go. Casper is still adorable, regardless of the fact he has feet. But if you've never seen Casper, but you like animation, please do not let this be your introduction to Casper, because that will not go down well. It's a decent enough film, but I don't think Casper's Scare School is anything particularly amazing.